everyone. Tonight I'm going to be showing you how to make beer braised beef and Jamaican style kale. First off, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do the beef because it needs to set in the oven for about an hour and cook. So first thing I did was I went ahead and I got my oven preheating at 275. And then also I went ahead and I have my beef, if you can see. I brined it overnight in garlic, lemon juice, sea salt, and pepper. And then I went ahead and I took it out about 2 hours ago. I went ahead and took it out. I have it dry, letting it sit out at room temperature and kind of letting it air dry some. You don't want it really like too wet when you go to cook it. By brining it and letting it sit out at room temperature, it actually helps make it more flavorful, more tender. So that's a good thing to do, not only if you're gonna just braise it, but also if you're gonna like do a barbecue. It works. It's really good too for like barbecue. Like if you're gonna it's kind of like a marinade almost. Like if you brine it, it's kind of like you're doing almost like a marinade. But instead of it being like with a really thick sauce, it's normally with water, a little bit of vinegar, and then seasoning and herbs. And then so now I'll go ahead and go over my ingredients. We have our sea salt that we're gonna use, just a little bit of that. We have our all-purpose Greek seasoning, McCormick Grill Mate Steakhouse Onion Burger Seasoning. We have one medium yellow onion, and we have some garlic. You're only going to need about 4 cloves. I just went ahead and grabbed my bowl. And then I have one 12-ounce bottle of beer, and then I have about 1/4 of a bottle of beer also. And with the beer, I'm using Corona tonight, but you can also use like a hard apple, like a hard cider, or like something that has a really good flavor for hop, like Samuel Adams. Any of their brand or any of their flavors works really good. What I do not recommend using is like a Miller Lite or Bud Light or one of those like kind that come in a can. I wouldn't recommend using those. They don't tend to bring out as much flavor. And then also I went ahead and I have a good sized stock pot, a 6 quart stock pot. And I went ahead and I put just enough olive oil in the pan to kind of cover the bottom. And what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and get this heating up. So I'm going to put it probably like a medium heat. And then what we're going to do is before we chop up the meat, we're going to go ahead and chop up the onions and the garlic. So again, about 4 cloves of garlic. About 4 cloves, 4 medium size, I'd say. And the onion. Move those. What we're doing is we're going to go ahead and get the onion going. Give it a chop down the middle. Then the onion, you kind of want to leave it a little chunky. You don't want to like dice it up too small. Let's get a bowl here to put my already chopped onions in. Alright, and then what we're going to do is with the garlic, just crush it. When you do that, it just actually just like pops right out of the skin. And with this, we're not even going to chop them, we're just going to crush them, toss them right in there. And this is a really good dish. It's not too complicated to make. And if you want to save time, you can always chop the onions and garlic the night before. Kind of helps save a little bit of time. Alright, and then next I'm going to show y'all how to do the beef how to cut up the beef and get it going before we cook it.